The glass break sensor. Doesn't look like much, right? Let's take it apart and see what it looks like. First thing you need to take a look at is it only closes one way. You'll see a tamper tab, release tab if you will, and this little hole that's on the side of it. That's got to line up and come off. So if you take a look, it's got a little divot. There's the hole. What you're going to do to get this on is simply put it near the tab and then lock it in. It will not go on any other way. So if you keep doing this, you're just going to break it and it's going to be annoying. So when you open it, you're going to want to take a look at it and say, all right, what did Stark say? Twist off. How do I get it back on? Look for the tab. Look for your little dot. Put it to the left of the tab and then it'll click right on. Then, similar to the passive infrared sensor, we have a tamper button. Hear it clicking. And obviously this closes when the cover rests on top of it. So let's take a look at it. You can see how this little nubby, when the cover is on correctly, that little nubby that's in there rests on that tamper switch. So you can see how that would line up with that when it's closed. See how that's kind of that little pointy plastic? And that would then close the tamper. And it needs to close the tamper so I can see the resistor at the end of the line. Then we've got another little release. You can kind of see it here. This can open or close based upon sensitivity. You've got a ground, your voltage, once again a power device. You can see here where it says normally closed, common, normally open, and tamper. This is another device where we'll be taking the wire, stripping it down just so we can see the wires. They'll come through, there'll be a resistor in here, and then the other end of that loop will then finish that in series off of the last screw of the tamper, and you'll get a good wiring diagram for that. So besides the integrated circuit boards that are in here, and this little open close, you can see right here, it even says it, close for small room. So right now it's closed. If I wanted to open this, I would simply push down on this tab and then this little piece would come off like that, and now it's set up for a bigger room. So you're closing it for a small room. What does that mean? Well, a small room might only have, it'll be easy to detect that sound of breaking glass. If you're in a bigger room, you want that to be a little more sensitive. So that's basically it for this. The hardest thing you have to realize is that once again you need a tiny screwdriver. You're not cranking down on these devices just till they're snug. Your resistor will be in here if it's the end of the line, the last device. And then how to close this thing, and as mentioned before, look for the tab, find your cover, look for the part that has a little hole in it, put it right there, and it'll close effortlessly. When the sound of breaking glass happens, a little red light will fluctuate, and then it'll go into alarm.